So this is not getting any better. Gas prices once again breaking records here and all over the country.
Yeah, now a Rhode Island lawmaker is pushing for change on the national level. Kayla Fish is tracking the very latest this morning live in studio.
Hey, good morning, guys. Well, I want to start with the latest gas prices in both Rhode Island and Massachusetts. The average price at the pump is roughly 20 cents higher than this time last week, according to AAA. We checked this morning. In Rhode Island, the average for regular is $4.57. In Massachusetts, it's $4.60. Both of those prices, as of this morning, are record highs for both states. And they're higher than the national average of $4.48 a gallon, which is also a new record, according to AAA. So some lawmakers say price gouging may be to blame. Rhode Island Congressman David Cicilline is pushing back, co-sponsoring two pieces of legislation that would allow the Federal Trade Commission to aggressively pursue price gouging. Speaking to reporters yesterday, Cicilline said Americans shouldn't have to feel squeezed by corporate profiteering.
Rhode Islanders feel it every day when they go to fill up their car. It's not related to their supply chain. It's not related to their cost of goods and services. It's just increasing their profits excessively. People have to make real choices. You know, can we go to this place because we don't have the ability to pay for the gas, or we go to the grocery store and we have to start taking things out of the basket because they're too expensive. That can't be allowed to continue.
Now, this legislation was just introduced last week. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll have more details on exactly how these bills would work, who they target, and when they could be moving forward. For now, live in studio, I'm Kayla Fish, 12 News.
And breaking overnight now, gas prices reaching new record highs yet again in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. The prices are up about 20 cents per gallon compared to this time last week. The national average also at a new all-time high. Kayla Fish is with us this morning with more on how a Rhode Island lawmaker is pushing to try to provide some relief for us.
Hey, good morning, Danielle. Well, Congressman David Cicilline says the two areas where consumers are hurting the most are food and gasoline prices, and that's why he's co-sponsoring a pair of bills aimed at preventing price gouging. The legislation, which was introduced last week, would allow the Federal Trade Commission to aggressively pursue price gouging. According to Congressman Cicilline, the bills target large corporations who he says are taking advantage of the pandemic and consumers, especially low-income families. Right now, there isn't any federal anti-price gouging law, but Cicilline wants to give the FTC more authority to punish those responsible.
This is a structural problem, but one of the things that Congress can do is give the Federal Trade Commission the tools that they need to be able to go after these companies that are gouging consumers. So they could impose a financial penalty, they could direct that resources be returned to consumers who are gouged, they can enjoin certain activities both presently and in the future.
Now, Cicilline emphasized that the bills focus on big corporations and added that local Rhode Island companies are not responsible. The legislation is now heading for relevant committee hearings. Live in studio, I'm Kayla Fish, 12 News.